What's up guys, this is the Power Up Mushroom and I'm coming to you with another video. But this time I'm going to be doing a first impressions or an impressions video of NieR Automata or Automata, whatever you want to call it. And this game, I feel like it didn't get enough praise, or like it didn't, not a lot of people found out about the game. I mean, we really had people who, I think The Legend of Zelda had just come out. You also had Horizon Zero Dawn. Granted, this game did get some like kind of advertisement, not advertisement, but like it did get some kind of recognition. Sorry, I can't talk. And that's I mean, it was all right, but not a lot of people people still didn't buy it. So I mean, here I'm just here to talk to you about my thoughts on the game of NieR. And I'm going to just jump right into this and just say that this game is fantastic. If you haven't bought this game, this is definitely something you must own. Especially if you're a fan of Platinum Games, which Platinum Games, they do very good jobs on their game. Like I do trust them. I kind of trust them almost as much as Atlas. I don't know if there's a bad game that I'll play by Platinum Games, gameplay wise. But no, overall, it's really good. If the name NieR sounds familiar, it's because it is a sequel to, I think it was the 2009 or 10 game called just NieR for the Xbox 360 and PS3. Not only that, it is a spin-off of the Drakengard series, if I'm correct. And yeah, this game takes place thousands of years after the original NieR game, so you don't have to worry about playing the other NieR game or anything. You can just jump right into this and you'll still have a blast. The thing that's really awesome about this game is that if you are a fan of retro video games, I'm talking like games with, shoot 'em ups, beat 'em ups, just hack and slashing, arcade gameplay. I mean, this game is definitely for you. This game is probably one of those games that, like, it's so well put together. It can be whatever it wants to be, and it does it so well. One of the best things about NieR is that when you start playing the game, it opens up with like a shoot 'em up sequence, kind of like a Space Invaders or a Galaga type feel. Maybe like a little bit of Astro Tripper if you played that on the PS3, which is an awesome game. It's just a solid shoot 'em up at the very beginning, and then from that point on, it transforms into like the hack and slash Bayonetta, like Devil May Cry type gameplay. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the story. Basically, the story right now is set on an Earth that has basically already faced the apocalypse, where aliens invaded Earth, and it's forced humans and humanity to kind of retreat back to the moon. It forced humanity to leave and go to the moon for shelter. And now humanity sends off these androids to go down to Earth and fight these wars for them. It's really cool. And one of the characters you'll be playing as is 9S and 2B, which are androids that are sent by the humans. And I'm not gonna get too much into spoilers or anything, because already in like a couple hours into the game, there are a ton of spoilers. But some of the things you can expect from the game is just it's great storytelling and just awesome art design in the game. And really, if this game, it's really like an anime. I mean, which it is, made by Japanese developers, Square Enix. But it's an anime style. So if you're into like anime, like maybe Evangelion or just Attack on Titan, stuff like that, this game, it's there for you. I mean, it has that kind of story set out for it. And gameplay wise, I'm gonna continue talking about the gameplay. Is that it's so smooth. I've never seen, like, the game itself is so smooth in the sense that, like, you can use different weapons, different combinations in the gameplay, and it's amazing. And not only does it have the third person view of the hack and slash gameplay like the Bayonetta games or the Devil May Cry series, but it also has side scrolling. Like, they implement this gameplay so well, I don't feel like I was ever taken out of the immersion, but just kind of built with the game just kind of builds up more immersion. I mean, the camera work in this game is really well put together. And not only does the side scroller come into play, the freaking shoot 'em up part, with the space or the mechs that come out in the game, and the hack and slashing, but also does a couple of times I've seen it do some top down views, where it's kind of have like you have it's again like a shoot 'em up, where I think it's Ultra Robobot. If you played that game, it's on the Xbox One and the PSN store. But it takes that top down view, and then like you go around and you can just point, your little your directional pad, the right thumbstick, and you can shoot like bullets into like one direction, and while a bunch of bullets are coming at you, and it's really fun. It's really meant for those people who are into those old style arcade games, and it's it's done so well that I think that anybody is able to enjoy this. Anybody who's a fan is able to enjoy this game. And another thing I like to mention is like the art design and the music. Now, never in the game have like this game has its own identity. Like there's scenes in this game and just like things you can look at and just like if I showed you a picture of something, you could be like, oh yeah, that's NieR Automata. Like it's something like that. Like to where this game has its own identity and the music style is so bizarre that I like it. I mean, I need to buy the soundtrack for this game. When I get the collector's edition I will get the collector's edition for the game. The soundtrack is definitely something that I want. I need it. I need it on my freaking phone or my audio players, because the soundtrack I'd put in the category where it's so unique that no other game I don't think has ever like kind of no, I don't think any other game has gone with this type of, music style and art style that's put together that is just it's so well put that it gives the game its own identity and something that people are going to remember. They're going to remember this game, and it's something that everyone's going to be able to recognize. Like I said, this game hasn't gotten a lot of, not a lot of people have gone out and bought the game. People have just kind of heard of the game and just kind of like, oh yeah, I'll check out the game later or something. And it's just one of those games that it's a little sad that this game it's not out there. And I think that it does deserve a top spot with, Zelda and, Horizon and, a Mass Effect, all those AAA games that came out, and this game was kind of just slipped under the radar, and really nobody asked for a sequel for NieR. And I mean, it's really cool that we actually got a sequel, and even though it's thousands of years and it probably has little to nothing to do with the original NieR, even though there's like still lore wise that it's still having something to do with it, it's still a really fantastic and well crafted game. Really, that's just, I want to just give my first impressions and tell you a little bit about the story. I mean, yeah, I told you a little about the story, a little bit about the gameplay, just a little bit about the universe that you'd be entering if you got the game. And it's something that is definitely an experience. And look, check out the art style. The thing is, like, when I see the art style and I play the game retains that art style. It's something that when you go into the game, you can say, oh yeah, I saw that in one of the art styles of the, and, I mean, it's just, the concept art actually goes inside the game really well. And there's so many things that this game does to surprise you, and a bunch of little twists and turns that it does, and I think it's something that's well deserved to, it deserves your money. And I do think that people who are fans of RPGs or JRPGs, not really turn-based combat, but more of like, platinum game style combat, along with a solid story and something that is just really epic, and some awesome music and set pieces in this game. It's really well done, not to mention that it feels like a Tim Burton film. I mean, it just does. There are some things in this game, like it just kind of reminds me of Tim Burton's Nine or Corpse Bride. It's something that's really, really thought out, and it's just something really that people really have to experience. And I just want to throw this game out there, that way the few people that do watch this, they can kind of see it, and maybe it will change their view on how to, maybe they would want to go buy it, or I just want this game to get its recognition. If you haven't bought the game, definitely check out some videos on it and decide whether you want to get it or not. I do think that it is worth buying, especially if you're a PlayStation 4 owner. So definitely, if you got a PlayStation 4, you got to pick this game up. It's definitely worthy of being recognized, and probably it has to be up there with like probably the top 10 games that's come out this year. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to throw this out there. If you haven't picked up NieR Automata, please go pick it up. And just tell me what you guys think about it. If you have the game, what do you guys think about it? Do you think there's anything they can improve on? Is there anything that you would like for this game, to add? Would you like another secret? Not a secret, another sequel? I mean, just tell me about it in the comment section below. But definitely let me know. And if you guys, I think that's it. Just if you guys have the game, or if you're thinking about buying it, just or you have questions about the game, leave it in the comments section. I'll be sure to answer any of your questions. And anyways, guys, this is another episode of the Power Up Mushroom, and I will be putting up a gameplay video maybe a little later this afternoon. I'll be live on Twitch. I'll leave a link in the description to my Twitch channel so you guys can watch, and a Twitter, because I do update my Twitter quite frequently. But anyways, guys, this is the Power Up Mushroom, and I'll see you guys in the next video.